Good evening, everyone. Thanks, everyone. It is so amazingly wonderful to look out and see everyone here. I am Mary Kreger, proud superintendent of this amazing school district, and very, very excited to be celebrating our Outstanding Service Award winners tonight and our wonderful retirees and all their colleagues and friends, everyone here. It's so great to have just the buzz of people being together. So thank you for coming out. It's been 3 years since we've been able to have this event. So it I don't know about the rest of you, but as we've been out in schools and having celebrations of students and of seniors and concerts and all the things, every one, I think I get choked up because it's like, wow, this is so different than Zoom. So I really enjoy being in person. And it has been kind of an interesting time, interesting few years, interesting few months. For some of us, it's been an interesting few hours, but here we are. So we'll kind of leave that aside and just relax and enjoy the night. As I've said around, going to different things, I really don't like it when teachers put the paper chains to count down to the last day of school. I get really upset about that. I'm like, no, school's a good thing. We want our kids to be excited to be here. But I think this year, it's okay. We can count down. 13 days. So as we get started, I just have a few welcoming comments, and then my partner up here, Polly, will take over to help us with the rest of the program. And after that, we'll get to enjoy a fine meal. So first of all, I need to thank Carla Boris. She is our event planner extraordinaire who takes care of all of this. Where is she? There she is. Also, as always, we're so grateful for Eagan High School for hosting, providing beautiful music, and to Principal Polly Reikowski for serving as our Emcee. Especially wonderful are Eagan High School students who are serving us this evening. So let's have a round of applause for them. And we have Spencer and his food service colleagues back there that are providing all of our food and drink for the evening and creating this wonderful atmosphere for us. So thank you. And of course, we have to thank Cliff Dodge and our video team that will be recording tonight's event and helping us with some video interaction. So thank you, Cliff. And last, again, I just want to thank all the spouses, partners, children, friends, and coworkers who are here to support our retirees and Outstanding Service Award winners tonight. You are the people who surround us each day and bring sunshine and joy into our lives. And I have to say, because I know several of you here that work in the district, thanks to all your people who help support you on the good days and the challenging days, because I know that really makes a difference for you to be able to come and do the incredible job you do in District 196. So thanks to all of you for being here. Okay, so we haven't been together for a while, so I have a couple little exercises that you have to just go with me on. The first one is called Have You Ever? So if the answer to this is yes, and even if you're not a district employee, feel free to play, okay? So have you ever, and if the answer is yes, you can just raise your hands. So have you ever borrowed money from a colleague for a vending machine? Have you ever forgot to pay them back? Have you ever taken a trip to a colleague's cabin? Few around here, okay? Have you ever inspired a student to be an educator or to work in education? Everybody, come on. Have you ever texted your friends while you were on a Zoom meeting? There's a few people I know the answer. I know they better raise their hand because I know this. Have you ever answered the phone in your PJs, underwear, or nothing at all? Have you ever drank wine in the teacher's lounge? It was in a Catholic school many years ago. The nuns supplied the wine. Have you ever had to remove a rock from an ear or nose? Group back there, that's where our nurses are. Have you ever been told you are on mute? Have you ever worn 2 different colored shoes to work? I was hoping I could come up with a theme, and I'm just not getting one. I don't know. Have you ever made a best friend at work? Have you ever gone to work in the dark and came home in the dark? Have you ever hung up the phone with a parent or a colleague and one of the other of you says, "Love you"? Okay, so now if you need something to talk about while you're having dinner, you could create your own have you evers and then let us know the best ones. We'll be waiting to listen to them. So let's learn a little bit more about who we have in the room tonight. So let's stand up if you have worked in District 196 for 10 or more years. 10 or more years. Yeah, let's clap. You know what? It's a party. Okay. Stay standing if you have worked here for 20 or more years. 30 or more. Take a look around. These are the troopers, I'm telling you. 35 or more. All right, round of applause. Are you ready for it? 40 or more. Mike O'Shaughnessy, 42 years. And he is retiring after 42 years. Thank you, Mike. Thanks for being here. Oh, wait. Oh, shout out the name. Awesome. Another round of applause. 41. Thank you. Did not see you. So before I turn things over to Polly, we have a short video with some advice for our retirees, so pay close attention. These are from some experts that we found that are going to share their words of wisdom with you.
I think retirement means when you,
That means you're tired?
I'm retiring.
well, I'm not really an expert on this.
How old do you think people are when they retire?
12?
1,500.
Oh, they would be dead.
34. 16. 100. Retirement means you're quitting your job.
Mostly going golfing, just going places.
For the longest time, every time someone mentions retirement, I just think Florida. That's just kind of my immediate kind of jump.
It's kind of like starting a new part of your life. Retirement is something that should be kind of celebrated and something that you should definitely be looking forward to.
What do you think retired people should do now that they're not working?
I would go on a big road trip with my family. I agree with her.
I can guarantee that there's probably an endless amount of things that you probably will be able to do.
Join a book club or something, I don't know.
Just be grateful for everything that you had and that in your life before.
If you've had things that you've had to put off, there's nothing stopping you now, so go do it. Just take advantage of the time that you have now.
Being more open to new experiences that you might have not been able to do because you had work the next day or
Live your life. Don't forget about us. We're still here.
What advice do you have for people that are retiring?
Every teacher, it doesn't matter how long you've been teaching for, has an effect on a student, at least one. Just think about how you affected that student and how positively you've affected many others.
Don't spend your money in one place. At least try saving it because you still have some years in the tank.
what would you tell people who are retiring?
Not just the teachers, but we have an amazing custodial staff and amazing administration here.
I have a lot of respect for all of our staff. Thank you for making this like a safe environment for everyone.
I really want to thank them for the effort they've put in.
Like, thank you to everyone for like everything they've done. Like, nothing goes unnoticed.
The main thing is just like saying like thank you.
Good luck retiring.
What do you think people do when they retire?
Yeah, I think that's sad.
Did you say chill?
Yeah.
Out of the mouths of babes, right? That's really cute. Got something left in the tank. Sounds like something my dad would have said. Oh my goodness. Good evening. Our board members are joining me on stage because we're going to do the Retiree Awards. You'll notice in your program there are multiple pages of people who have retired since the last time we published anything. And honestly, I'd love it if they were all here tonight, but people have lives and maybe they either like to come or don't like to come. We encourage them to be here, of course, because we love to celebrate with them. But if you're wondering, how about that person? They're listed in the program, and they're certainly part of our honorees for the evening. It's always amazing to me how many people retire in any given year in our school district, and yet we continue on finding wonderful, wonderful people to come on board. So I am very grateful that you're here tonight to celebrate with us as we honor all of these folks. We try to do the program rather expeditiously here so that we can get to that wonderful dinner that Spencer and our food service people are ready to serve us after this. But we'll take a moment here to honor all of these folks and have them come up here and get their little moment with us. We rely a lot on what they tell us that they want us to say, so many of the words I read are going to be what they wrote and asked us to read about them. So what I'd like to do to get started is have everybody who's here as a retiree, A through E, if you'd come up here on this side of the stage, put yourself in alphabetical order. You can do this, you've been telling kids to do it forever. Or as a senior said to me this week when we were handing out caps and gowns, are we alpha by first name or last name? And I'm like, when have you ever been alpha by first name in your whole school career? Someday I'm going to do that just to get them. Yeah, we're alpha by first name. That's what we're doing. Anyhow, they have a hard time. Kids have a hard time with it. I know we practice it. All right. So we're going to begin with Luann Albright. And Luann, you're going to set the pace by coming up here. Where it says stand. Isn't that great?
It says stand right here.
Right there. You don't get away without standing there. Luann Albright, Eastview High School paraprofessional. Luann Albright retired last year after 19 years of service in District 196. As a paraprofessional, Luann was able to build relationships with students, witness their breakthroughs, and enjoy the humorous moments with them. Luann acquired lifelong friendships with coworkers and will cherish the fun memories of great social events she attended with them. Congratulations, Luann.
Thank you. You can go right across.
Linda Bates is next. Hi, Linda.
Hi.
This is Linda Bates. Glacier Hills Elementary School of Arts and Science, 10-month secretary Linda Bates retired last year after 25 years of service. During her time in District 196, Linda said she had seen many changes, both in technology and the education practices. However, she said the most memorable time was during that not-to-be-mentioned time we just went through, the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm wondering how many times tonight I'll read the word pandemic. She shared that the pandemic changed the way everyone communicates and helped define what is important in education and healthcare. She said this time also introduced our communities to new technologies and innovative programming. Linda said her teams learned to be more flexible and to think outside the box in order to prioritize safety for students, for staff, and families, while also providing our quality education. Linda said the district did a great job of balancing public education and public safety during a time when there didn't seem to be any right answer. Well said. Congratulations, Linda.
Thank you.
Next up is Patricia Bennett. Pat Bennett, Aquatics Program Coordinator. She retired earlier this year after 22 years in District 196, and more than that in education, right? Yeah. Pat said her best memories were of the staff that worked in the aquatics program and their willingness to share the many benefits they learned as they moved forward in their education and careers. Congratulations. Bernice is next. This is Bernice Brandt. You've got fans. You've got roadies or something here. This is good. Dakota Hills Middle School paraprofessional Bernice Brandt retired last year after 23 years of service. Bernice said that when she began her work in District 196, she felt a calling to work with middle school students. Bless you. In the process, she said they taught her as much as she taught them. Bernice is grateful to have been fortunate enough to work alongside so many wonderful people, mentors, and friends. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And this is Mary Kay Bryant, Early Childhood Special Education Speech Pathologist. That's a title. Mary Kay Bryant will retire after 33 years in District 196. Woo. Throughout her career, Mary Kay provided early intervention home visits to countless students and has collected a variety of memories and some very good stories, I would believe. She enjoyed watching the district grow as farmland changed to new housing developments and meeting families from all over the world and sampling food from their cultures. She said home visits have been uniquely challenging and provided so much insight into a child's life. Congratulations. And next up is Kathleen Buskey, Glacier Hills Elementary School of Arts and Science behavior clerk. Kathleen retired last year after 31 years in District 196. Kathleen said the most powerful memories always include witnessing her students move on to their next level of education. She was a dedicated educator who would also take the time to check in on their progress. A fond memory Kathleen has was at Blackhawk Middle School when she was greeted by a former student who visited her on his first day of school and let her know that he had had a great day. She said it's always nice to be remembered by her students. Congratulations. And Lisa is next. This is Lisa Cleveland. Special education teacher Lisa Cleveland will retire after 34 years of service. Lisa said this was the best job in the world. As a developmental adapted physical education teacher, Lisa taught kids how to play, how to ride a bike, how to go sledding, and perform yoga. Now, Lisa said she's looking forward to practicing what she has preached. Congratulations. Do you want me to come down to you? They'll come down and congratulate you. So this is Connie Crawley. We do not have a ramp, so I apologize. But we'll talk nicely about you. School bus driver Connie Crawley retired last year after 15 years of service. Connie says she loved being on the bus and helping all the students. Thank you for your service, Connie. And this is Gloria Shikala, Eagan High School attendance clerk. Gloria will retire after 24 years of service. Gloria said it's hard to quantify her 24 years in the district. Throughout her time, she said she's worked directly with 16 amazing women, not all at one time, in the attendance office, but rotating through as she trains them in, and indirectly with so many others. She shared that she will treasure the lasting friendships that have been developed with so many staff. Gloria said she's ready to retire, but will miss the daily interactions with staff and students, and we will miss her. Congratulations, Gloria.
You don't have to read the whole thing. Just say it's the little old lady, the crazy little old lady.
When I saw you walk in your outfit, I went, that's her.
That's her. An everyday occurrence.
I love it. Do you say your last name, Doles?
Doles.
This is Robin Doles, Southview Elementary School 10-month secretary. She retired last year after 20 years of service in the district. Robin's motto has always been, if you don't have a smile today, I will give you one of mine. And the joy wasn't just visible on her face, but it was also visible in her bright attire. She said students would often be told to bring her things in the office. To ensure the item made it to Robin, the staff would say to the student, you know, the lady who always wears the bright colored matching outfits with frilly things in her hair. She said the student would know exactly who to come to. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We'll ask the next group to move forward. Let's do F through L. If you'd like to come up F through L and put yourself in alphabetical order, that would be wonderful. And now we have Lori Elson. Lori is an adult basic education teacher. She takes care of those people who need to get that diploma in some way, shape, or form. Lori retired last year after 15 years of service. She shared that some learners served at ABE are adults, and adults of all ages are there, who are working toward completing their high school diploma or their GED diploma. Others are adults who are improving their English language skills. Lori said the best memories are from the diploma and graduation ceremonies and witnessing her students overcome huge obstacles to accomplish their goal. She said some graduates have worked on this goal for years while working full-time jobs, raising families, dealing with health and financial issues, and learning challenges. She shared that it's been a great honor to work with the ABE students and staff. Congratulations, Lori. Big help a bunch of ours. Thank you. Hello, Linda. This is Linda Fulanowicz, Rosemount High School's speech language pathologist. She will retire after 20 years in the district. In 2014, I love this story, by the way. In 2014, Linda started writing a whimsical children's book titled Gina Locks and the Three Fishes, loosely based on her experience helping language-impaired sixth graders navigate story structure. She said the project morphed into a delightful short story using real names of students. Then, with the additional good fortune of finding a very talented watercolor artist from Rosemount High School, Linda was able to have the book beautifully illustrated, and she self-published it in 2015, was tickled to do some book readings at some of our elementary schools, and even did a book signing at Barnes & Noble. Congratulations. You have to follow her, yeah. I hope you wrote something, no. This is Jim Foreman. He says James Foreman, but I think he goes by Jim. You may know Jim. He's a bus driver, and he retired last year after 18 years of service in the district. Jim said his littlest passengers, kindergartners, first graders, would often give him notes or drawings, and they would always spell his name G-Y-M, like the class, instead of J-I-M. So it was a sweet mistake that Jim didn't have the heart to correct, and it stuck. One Christmas, Jim said a student gave him a holiday stocking with a big letter G. And every year, from that point on, I guess, Jim's wife hangs the stocking with the big letter G on a lamp over his desk, and he smiles. Congratulations. And this is Peggy Gartner, Falcon Ridge Middle School teacher. She will retire after 20 years of service. Peggy taught sixth grade math, is teaching sixth grade math, I assume. One of her fondest memories is when she witnessed an eighth grader teach a sixth grader. She also shared that she loved when students would come back and visit and say, "Thanks for believing in me," or, "Because you taught me to never settle for less than my best, I am succeeding with really hard math." Congratulations. This is Kimberly Gernant. Thank you. Scott Highlands Middle School teacher, Kimberly Gernant, retired last year after 35 years in the district. Kim said there are many highlights of her career, but some of her favorites are making connections with her students, watching them in their co-curricular activities, seeing them graduate, and hearing about their plans after graduation. Kimberly said she will cherish all the friendships made with colleagues throughout the years. Congratulations. This is Lori Gillen, neighbor up the hill. Northview Elementary third grade teacher. Lori Gillen will retire after 37 years in District 196. Lori said one of her most memorable moments was when the school had a special visit from a professional baseball player and former Northview All-Star. After the Twins won the World Series in 1991, a pitcher, Jack Morris, visited her third grade classroom and signed autographs. And I think he's in the Hall of Fame, isn't he?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Hi, is it Gola? This is Amy Gola, Woodland Elementary School Food Service Associate. Amy Gola retired last year after 16 years in the district. Amy said she enjoyed her time working with students and will always remember when a student came up to her and shared that her daily hello and constant kindness made him feel good about himself. Congratulations. And one of our neighbors, Michelle Gorder. Dakota Hills Middle School speech pathologist, Michelle Gorder, will retire after 33 years of service. Michelle said there have been many highlights during her career, but the ones she'll never forget are the times when previous students would come to surprise her at school in their military uniforms to thank her for all she did for them in middle school. That's a nice memory. Congratulations. Hi, Sue. This is Sue Hanish, Northview Elementary School nurse. Sue Hanish retired last year after 26 years in the district. Sue said the highlight of her career was promoting wellness. Some of the most rewarding opportunities were hosting community nights, making a blender bike, teaching kids about the 5210 Healthy Snack Program, participating in the walking club and the running club, staff exercise and yoga classes after school, and of course, the many hand-washing promotions. Sue said she's grateful to the Northview staff for supporting all of her public health efforts. Congratulations. This is Jacqueline Hanson-Young, District Occupational Therapist. She retired last year after 26 years of service. Jacqueline said she has enjoyed working alongside so many talented colleagues at so many different schools. She embraced the challenge of connecting with students of different ages and abilities, especially in the problem-solving situations, such as visiting job sites with Transition Plus students. Congratulations. This is Patricia Hillier, Red Pine Elementary School technology clerk. Patricia Hillier will retire after 24 years of service. Patricia said it is always a treat to run into students outside of school who have attended Red Pine. She said it's amusing to see how perplexed they are when they recognize her and they say, "You're not where you're supposed to be." They think we sleep in closets, I think. Patricia shared that her ability to assist with many technical issues at the school resulted in her being called a superwoman. Because of this, a student from school recognized her at a store, waved, and proudly proclaimed to the parents, "Look, there's Superwoman." That's great. That's a good story. Hi, Kay. This is Kay Hooner, Eastview High School. Eastview High School mentor teacher, Kay Hooner, retired last year after 28 years of service in the district. Kay said a highlight of her career was having the opportunity to be on the team that opened Eastview High School in 1997. In the 25 years since, she said her time has been rewarding and fulfilling as a teacher and a community mentor. Congrats, Kay. All right, Jill. This is Jill Johnson, Red Pine and Woodland Elementary School Reading Recovery teacher. Jill will retire after 28 years in the district. Jill said her greatest highlight was helping students become confident readers and writers who could enjoy many kinds of literature. Jill said that every child's reading and writing development has been a puzzle, and it is one that she's privileged to help them solve. She said she's grateful to have been entrusted with opening the door to the world of literacy for so many students. Thank you. Hi, Sandra. This is Sandra Keller, Echo Park Elementary School of Leadership, Engineering, and Technology. She's the instructional clerk there. She retired last year after 18 years of service. Sandra said she enjoyed the ladies in the workroom, adding, this is a good story, there were so many times she would laugh until she cried. She joked that when 5 ladies are put together in one room with no windows, it could be a recipe for disaster, but that the good times far outnumbered the bad. Sandra said she's especially thankful to Sally Soliday for hiring her. Shout out to Sally. Congratulations. Judy Kilgore, another familiar face. Hi, Judy. Rosemont High School career development teacher, Judy Kilgore will retire after 15 years of service in District 196. Judy said her first lesson plan was written using a typewriter and then stored on a floppy disk. Kids don't even know what that is. After working for at least 12 principals in District 196, she was here during the shuffle time, right? She said her most cherished memories are those with the students and staff. Judy credits her love for teaching to her first principal, Pat Sullivan, Valley Middle School founder. What kept Judy coming, or Dakota Hills, I mean, what kept her coming back to education was his kindness, including bringing her a cot to her office to nap during prep when she was pregnant. His humor, which included his famous, "You miss school, you miss out" phrase, and his focus on relationships with kids. Judy is grateful to the entire Rosemont High School family for making her love for kids, learning, and helping others into such a wonderful career. Congrats, Judy. This is Colleen Kicks, Oak Ridge Elementary School of Leadership, Environmental, and Health Sciences. She's a teacher there, and she will retire after 30 years in the district. Colleen said she's privileged to have worked with many talented and dedicated staff members, as well as touching the lives of roughly 700 students. Colleen said she feels blessed to have worked in District 196. Congratulations. Susie Klein, who always told me when I was wrong, and I appreciated it. Saved me a lot of paperwork. This is Susie Klein. You know her as a woman who worked in human resources as a supervisor, and she retired last year after 30 years of service. Susie said, thanks for all the great memories and friendships she's taking with her on her next adventure. Short and sweet. Congrats. And let's have the next group, let's say L through R, come on up. This is Mary Pat Kurt, Northview Elementary School kindergarten teacher. Mary Pat will retire after 23 years in District 196. Mary Pat said she cherished seeing the faces of her students when they accomplished things they previously didn't think they could do. Mary Pat said she's grateful for the many opportunities she was given in District 196. Congratulations. I think Diane Maltese will be our next person as she makes her way up to the front of the line. Hi, Diane. This is Diane Maltese, Red Pine Elementary paraprofessional. Oh, thank you. She retired last year after 16 years of service. She said, "I will miss the students and coworkers and look forward to a busy traveling schedule during days when we're all in school." Congratulations. Thank you. Cynthia Martin should be next, yes? Hi, Cynthia. School psychologist Cynthia Martin will retire after 38 years in the district. Cynthia said it's been a privilege to work with amazing staff, parents, and special education students from early childhood to high school over the past years. Cynthia said she's touched to see how deeply the 196 staff care about their students, their families, and their coworkers, and that they understand the importance of listening to one another and fostering relationships. Congratulations, Cynthia. One of our own, Sue McNamara, Eagan High School. She's been our box office manager here and parent volunteer coordinator. She will retire after 20 years of service doing those jobs. Susan said she has enjoyed working with the parent volunteers over the years and getting to know the students and their families while managing the box office for our theater. Congratulations, Sue. We're going to miss you. This is Marcy Nelson, Rosemount Elementary School teacher. Marcy Nelson will retire after 25 years in the district. Marcy said she's enjoyed working with the educators and families in District 196. She also said she's grateful to the district for all the many in-service hours and the reading recovery and math training. She said her years as an interventionist were rewarding, fun, and challenging. Congratulations. And this is Gail. Yep. Yes, Gail Offerman, Northview Elementary School food service manager. Gail retired earlier this year after 28 years of service. Gail said the highlight of her career was the 2011 White House trip. Food service managers in District 196 were honored after achieving the silver level of the USDA Healthier U.S. School Challenge. The event was hosted by First Lady Michelle Obama, and Gail said she was fortunate enough to be able to shake Michelle Obama's hand. Congratulations, that's a memory. Hi, Louise.
Yes.
Let me see, I don't have you next. Hang on. Oh, here you are, gotcha.
Okay.
Turned the page too soon. Louise Arrest. Is that how you say it? Louise Arrest, Rosemount Elementary School paraprofessional. She retired last year after 17 years of service. Louise shared her greatest takeaway from her years at Rosemount Elementary would be the emphasis on creating positive relationships with kids. One year in particular, Louise said teachers were challenged to choose any student who found a place in her hearts to focus on that starfish thing, right? And each day she offered that student special attention, interest, and friendship beyond the usual expectation. The student was never made aware of what was happening in this challenge, but the challenge had such a profound effect on Louise that she has continued that personal challenge every year after that exercise. Congratulations. This is Michael O'Shaughnessy. District mail truck driver Michael O'Shaughnessy. We miss Mike coming in the office at the end of the day here. He retired last year after 42 years in the district. Mike said his favorite memory was his last week of work, which included his birthday and his retirement day. During that week, district colleagues arranged a farewell golfing tour birthday party event throughout the district buildings that lasted all week long. Mike said the magnitude of this support was overwhelming, and it etched a memory that he said will make him smile forever. Congratulations, Mike. If we could get all the rest, S through Z, come on up and organize yourselves. This is Nancy Jo Randolph, Scott Highlands Middle School, 6th grade teacher. Nancy Jo will retire after 23 years of service. Nancy shared that one of her favorite memories was when a former student came back and apologized for his behavior and for putting up with him. Nancy also said she loved the look on her students' faces when they finally understood the math skill they were struggling with. Congratulations. And this is Debbie Roth. Transition Plus paraprofessional Debbie Roth will retire after 24 years of service in District 196. One special memory Debbie shared was teaching students to sew products and watching the pride in their faces when they finished the task. The other fun memory she shared was directing the choir for the graduations at Transition Plus. I've witnessed that. Debbie said watching students learn the songs, enjoy the practices, and perform in front of a large audience was priceless. Congratulations. And this is Mary Roy. I think she deserves that. Mary Roy has been a bus chaperone and driver in our district. She's still working as a bus chaperone, but she retired as a driver after 23 years in the district. Mary said her most memorable moment was when her peers presented her with the Transportation Employee of the Year Award in 2010. Congratulations, Mary. And next we have Curtis Saunders. I like the group. The groupies here are great. I like it. Dakota Hills Middle School teacher. Curtis Saunders will retire after 25 years of service in our district, though he has been an 8th grade teacher for 32 years total. When people learn that he has taught for this long, he said the response is always the same. You must be either a saint or crazy. He joked and said he can now say, yes, I am. Congratulations. This is Stephen Schogel. Bus driver. Stephen Schogel retired last year after 13 years in District 196. Stephen shared that he loved singing happy birthday to his kids on the bus. He said it was one of the best ways to start their day. Congratulations. That's cool. And this is Barbara Shane. School bus driver Barbara Shane retired last year after 21 years in the district. Barbara said there are many wonderful memories from the time that she's worked here, and that one stands out, and that's the one that stands out the most is how everyone became like family. She also cherished the downtime when the drivers would be able to play cards. Congratulations. This is Angela Schaefer. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't even look carefully. Angela Seehofer. Dakota Hills will definitely correct me. Angela Seehofer, Dakota Hills Middle School Phy Ed teacher. She'll retire after 30 years of service. Angela said one of her most memorable moments was in 1994 when a then up-and-coming boy band came to Dakota Hills Middle School. I remember this. They came to the cafeteria. They performed a short concert for students who sold magazines. You may know them now. It was the Backstreet Boys prior to their hit album that came out 2 years later. Congratulations. And this is Polly Tabbert. It's always fun if a Polly shows up here, right? Eagan High School work experience teacher Polly Tabbert will retire after 28 years of service in our district. One of her highlights from her career was the development of structured work labs, especially the notepads and more business that many of us have purchased over the years. Work labs allowed students to practice and grow employment skills and behaviors with real work. Polly said she was humbled when she received the Outstanding Service Award in 2001 and feels blessed to have worked with such a talented group of teachers throughout the years. And we will miss her. Congratulations, Polly. And this is Paul Van Zylen.
Yep.
Great. Glacier Hills Elementary School of Arts and Science, building engineer. Paul retired last year after 19 years in the district. Paul said a highlight from his career was winning the Outstanding Service Award from his coworkers in 2013. Congratulations. Now, we're going to move into the Outstanding Service Awards, and I will tell you that there's a write-up on each of these people in your program. We're not going to read it to you. We've allowed them to put a message out that we're reading instead, so you can review that as we work our way through the recipients. But we're going to begin with a video, I believe. Cliff Dodge at Work. Here we go.
Outstanding to me kind of means, kind of in the name, stand out.
To do what everybody else is afraid to. So like to go out of your way to help someone.
It means like wow.
Really great, awesome, amazing.
Doing more than just like kind of teaching the class, but also like interacting with the students more, being able to like adjust and to further help that student.
School is not always about like what we're learning and like math and history and science. It's like about creating relationships and like learning new things and social aspects of it. And it's just taking it kind of just taking that one more step.
Really anyone can be outstanding in anything they do.
Yeah, like Lee said, our custodial staff, because I know that these last 2 years have been like insane.
Like everyone in the district has stepped up to make students' lives as easy as they can be.
Most like teachers and like educators and staff are here to like help us, and when they're like actually like putting in like that extra effort and taking that extra step to like actually like talk to us, just really shows that like they actually do like care and like put in that extra effort to be like outstanding.
I should point out, too, that in your program, there's a list of all the Outstanding Service Awards recipients from all the years that we've been doing this program in our district. Kind of fun to look at some of the names, especially for those of you who have been with us for a while, and recognize the tributes that have been paid to people. Richly deserved, by the way. People are amazing in this district. So we're going to now recognize our Outstanding Service Award recipients. And we're going to start by recognizing 2 recipients from the year 2020 when, despite the fact that we chose them, that old March 13th came and the banquet was off. Everything was off for a while. So we want to catch up with them now. We'll honor them and then the 7 employees who were selected as outstanding for this year. We didn't do these awards last year. I remember a conversation where a bunch of principals were in a Zoom and we all said, who wouldn't we recognize in 2021? It would be everyone. So we kind of had to dodge that, but now we're back and thrilled to be here. Our first Outstanding Service Award recipient for the 2019-20 school year, and I'll have her make her way forward, is Alyssa Bartosh. Alyssa is the Assistant Administrator, Magnet Coordinator, and Targeted Services Coordinator at Glacier Hills Elementary School of Arts and Science. She started in District 196 in 1999 as a classroom teacher at Parkview Elementary and has served in her current position at Glacier Hills since 2014. Alyssa wrote this message. I am full of gratitude to receive this award, knowing the hard work and dedication provided by all the stakeholders in education over the last few years especially. Thank you to Glacier Hills Elementary School of Arts and Science and District 196 for this recognition. It is an honor to serve our school community alongside an excellent team. Congratulations, Alyssa. And our second recipient is Maureen Bouchard. Maureen is a counselor at Dakota Hills Middle School. She started in District 196 in 1988 as a teacher at Rosemount and Scott Highlands Middle Schools. She was part of the teaching staff that opened Dakota Hills Middle School in 1989, and she's been a counselor there since 1994 and a parent in our building. Maureen wrote, I want to thank Jim Zupfer for taking the time to submit my name for this award. Thanks to Pat Sullivan for giving me a job that turned into a rewarding and amazing career that also allowed me to be a good spouse and a good mom. I feel very fortunate to have a career that I continue to be challenged by, that surrounds me with entertaining lifelong friends, and where every day is a new adventure. Congratulations, Marie.
Thank you.
And next, Michelle Gorder gets to come back up here. Michelle Gorder is a speech-language pathologist at Dakota Hills Middle School. She started in District 196 in 1989 as part of the staff that opened Dakota Hills. Michelle wrote, "I am very honored to receive the award and would like to thank the district for all the wonderful opportunities and support I have received over the past 30-plus years. It's been a remarkable experience, and I have enjoyed working with all my wonderful colleagues at Dakota Hills who have inspired me and supported me. I have grown professionally in ways I never expected, and I deeply appreciate all the valuable experiences through all these years." Congratulations, Michelle. And next up is Sue Kasdorf. Sue Kasdorf is our Instructional Technology Center Secretary at Eagan High School. We refer to it as the ITC. Sue started in District 196 in 1997. She started as a receptionist at Eagan High School and has been the Secretary of the ITC since 2002. Sue wrote, "It is very humbling to receive this award. I have been at Eagan High School for 25 years, and I can honestly say that I work with the best group of people one could ever hope for. I have enjoyed each day completing my everyday duties, as well as helping with encore, costumes, pep fests, the murals around the building, and many other fun things outside of my regular job description. I thank all of the faculty and staff at Eagan for 25 years of allowing me to be part of our Wildcat family." Congratulations, Sue. And Deb Mayer is coming up next. Woohoo! I feel like Deb should be like one of those drawings in the Saints books I had to read when I was in parochial grade school that had that little ring around their head thing. I think maybe she should have that. One way or another, right? Deb Mayer, District Health Service Coordinator. Deb started in District 196 in 2003 as a school nurse at Pinewood Elementary. She became the district's head nurse in 2016 and helped lead our district's response to the pandemic for the last 2 years and beyond. Deb wrote, "We chose District 196 for our children 20 years ago. Chris Town hired me at Pinewood, Mary Kreger brought me to the DO, and Janet Fimmon is my supervisor. I had no idea the growth that I would experience under your watch. Thank you to the students, family, staff, and a special thank you to the district nurses and COVID. She team is what they called themselves, the COVID She team of Kaya Bruce, Emily Buss, Carol Hoffschild, Callie Logendijk, and Shelley Monson, and of course, Mary Thompson. You have lifted me up. Of course, thank you to Dale for connecting me to the convent. I am grateful and humbled to be here." Congratulations. Okay, Barbara Murphy is coming up next. That's right, I'm sorry, I knew that. Barbara could not be here tonight, but I believe Trevor Johnson's going to accept on her behalf at some point here and convey that award to her. She is the building secretary, if you don't know, at Dakota Hills Middle School, kind of the bedrock over there. Barb was also part of the staff that opened Dakota Hills in 1989. She spent her first 10 years as a receptionist and has been the building secretary since 1999. She wrote, I am thankful for the other hardworking district employees I get to work with every day at Dakota Hills. I like to think I mesh in with them. Even to be nominated for this is an honor. I'm very thankful to Maureen Bouchard and Catherine McCaig for thinking that I am deserving of this award and spending their time nominating me. I am so thankful for what you both did. We want to wish Barb congratulations. Trevor, I guess it got delivered to her. Okay, thank you. Art Saracen is our next person. He is the 5th grade teacher. Art is a 5th grade teacher at Pinewood Community Elementary School. While he makes his way up, I'll do the little bio here. He first started working in District 196 in 1985 with a 1-year long-term sub-assignment at Echo Park Elementary. He then taught in St. Peter for 2 years before moving to South America to teach in Ecuador for 3 years. Art returned to the United States in 1993 and took a teaching job at Pinewood, where he's been ever since. Art wrote, "I'm very grateful for my colleagues, parents, and students. They have brought me great joy and have been so supportive. They have become lifelong friends. Thank you for celebrating with me." Congratulations, Art. The next recipient was unable to join us tonight. Her name is Jill Thomas. She's a math coach at Echo Park Elementary School of Leadership and Engineering and Technology. Jill started in District 196 in 2000 as a Title I interventionist at Deerwood Elementary. She started at Echo Park Elementary in 2002 as a 1st grade teacher. Jill became a math recovery specialist at Echo Park in 2007 and has been a district elementary math coach since 2013. She wrote, "Thank you to District 196 and specifically the Echo Park Community and Elementary School and staff for this recognition. You make work rewarding because you are willing to take risks to better our practices and face challenges together while still having fun. You have given me so much." Congratulations to Jill. And our next recipient and final one for the evening is Beth Wakefield. Beth could not be here tonight either, but we're going to acknowledge her and congratulate her. Gifted and talented development specialist at Echo Park Elementary School of Leadership, Engineering, and Technology. Beth started in 196 in 1994 at Oak Ridge Elementary School, working in Title I and gifted and talented development. She moved to Echo Park Elementary in 1996. Beth wrote, "Whenever someone asks how my work is, I'm one of those people lucky enough to say, I love my job. I get up each day excited to see the students and connect with my colleagues. I would not be receiving this award without the support of my coworkers at Echo Park, the friends that I've made working with other buildings, and especially my gifted and talented development colleagues. I thank you all for making my life and career so rich. I'm also blessed to work with the most incredible students, parents, and community members. I vow to my community that I will continue to advocate for equity, inclusion, and opportunities for all community members. I want to give a special shout out to the district's cultural family advocates for their critical role in our district and all of my colleagues who are committed to the essential work of social justice." Let's congratulate Beth. Well, you've got to be inspired by all of that and all the wonderful words that people have chosen to share. It's quite a heartwarming experience to be here and hear these tributes, not only to staff in the building, faculty in the building, but also our communities, our families, our students. And even though the last couple of years have been even more challenging than many of us thought we'd ever see, it is a great reflection that people can see the bright side going forward and that we can acknowledge that.